Hey guys, today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to find high quality domain authority backlinks and send them through to your website. The reason why people like to have good quality backlinks going back to your website is that it improves your own personal website's domain authority, and it also shows Google that you are in a relevant situation and that people like your site. So there are a few cheeky ways to do this in order to get some blogs published. I like to pay for them. There are a lot of free ways that you can do it, and I can send you a video with a list full of free backlinks that I like to use. If you'd like that, just write in the comments that you'd like that, and I will send a video and description of how to get those high quality backlinks. But in this video, this is about the way I like to do it once I've set up all of those free backlinks. So here we go. First thing I do is I come over to this website. It's called Icopify. It's a bit of a game changer for myself. I used to be paying a backlinking service and it cost a fortune. So here I can manage and manipulate exactly what backlinks I want and to go through the niche target audience as opposed to just getting it from a news website or a business website or something that's left of field that actually doesn't make sense. The other thing you have to worry about is spam score. If you have a really bad spam score for that backlink, it's going to affect your website. I think we all know the game. Google doesn't want you to have all of these bad backlinks going to your site. You're going to get penalized. So if you come over to Icopify, I'll put a link down in the description, and we have here your list. So once you start scrolling, you can see on the left, here's the website, here's the category, so business, health, personal blogs. And most importantly at the moment, Google actually came out and said that don't forget about domain authority. Also remember that the organic traffic that website generates is also important. So if you see over here, it's Ahrefs DR and a MOZ DA. So I like to go with MOZ. It's been in the game for a little bit longer, different reading, but all in all, they're very similar. It just basically means that the domain authority that you are showing in terms of how many relevant websites are coming through to your website shows your domain authority to Google. So it's a bit of a reference to show, okay, well, this is a powerful website, or people like this website, people are linking to this website. So here on the right, we've got the domain authority, and then I start scrolling. So in this instance, I'm going for a bit of a business news review for a guitar store, and I've got 3 guitar brands that I'd like to get a blog written about. So over here in this tab, I've got this Takamine guitars, a Saga guitars, and a Martinez guitars. So with that, I am thinking about doing a blog, the 3 cheapest acoustic guitars that you can purchase, something along those lines. So you come back to Icopify here and you try and find something that's relevant and a backlink that ticks all the boxes pretty much. So here we go. Here we've got this one here that I really like, and I've used this one before. It's called Business Insider. Now they write about everything. Here it says business, finance and general, but it's actually a website that, look at the traffic it's bringing in. It's really, really good traffic. Here, if I get the person that puts the link onto this website to write the content and to place it, it's $55.48 US. So for a DR and a DA at that quality, I'm going to check it out. So the first thing I do is I click on the actual link, and it shows me the website that we are going for. So obviously here someone's written a blog about this, but the first thing I do is I come over here, and MOZ is saying that the page authority is 51 and the domain authority is 92, so it's very high score. But most importantly, it's this spam score. So MOZ has a filter to see if Google knows whether it's a spammy website or not. So if it is a spammy website and that's above 5, I'd suggest don't go near it. Worst case scenario, don't go above 10. But 1%, that's an unbelievable score. So this website in particular is fantastic, and I'm going to buy a link from here. So what you do is you come through here, business, finance, general. General, yes, it does have a bit about music on the website. I've been through it before, and there's a music section. So do your research, make sure that they have written about that in the past. That will also coincide with Google's algorithm to make sure that that's a relevant link for you. So I hit the buy again button, and it brings you through to the contributors that can actually place on the website for you. So I just use the cheapest one, $55.48. So I select this publisher, and then you can have content placement for $47.55 or content creation and placement for $55.48. So I'm choosing this. So all I do is this basically. So write a blog on, and then I say the title, and then what I do is I come over to a website called Answer the Public. Now just type that into Google, Answer the Public, and then for example my keywords: acoustic guitars, cheap, the best. So best acoustic guitar, for example, right? Now with these three specific keywords, Answer the Public starts to generate different questions, and questions are great for blogs. So if you can see this, who makes the best acoustic guitar strings? I know that's Dear Dario, but that's a great title. Who makes the best acoustic? Who's the best acoustic player of all time? Who is the best acoustic guitar? So these are all who questions. If you come down here, you can say which. So which is the best acoustic guitar for beginners? There's no when questions. What? So what's the best acoustic guitar? All right. So what I did is I actually found one already. So my one was the 3, because Google loves numbers in titles these days. So the 3, it was the 3 cheapest acoustic guitar brands. Okay, so that's a simple title. That was a search phrase that people were looking for. They were actually looking for the cheapest acoustic guitar brands. They still wanted some quality, so I put in the 3 that on this website in particular that I'm doing the SEO for into the title. So here we go, we've got Takamine guitars. So I just copy that, come back to Icopify, and I just paste it in there. They don't always put 3 links down. Generally it's just 1. The second one is Saga guitars. So I copy that, come back to Icopify, paste that. The third one is Martinez guitars, copy that, and I paste it in here. Cool. So what you really need to do is be a little bit more specific. So I say keyword, for example, and then that keyword would be Takamine guitars. Okay, and then that's the URL they want me to. That's Grammarly. Grammarly is a great plugin for me, not being the best with grammar. So Takamine guitars, that's the address. Second one here, so I type keyword again. Hopefully they're nice enough to link them all, but not always. So that would be Saga guitars. And I know the search traffic on these 3 keywords are fantastic. So because I use Ahrefs software, which is fantastic. I'll put a link in the description also. So keyword for this one is Martinez. Okay, so Martinez guitars, bang. So they're the 3 keywords, right? So the writer's got the title, it's got the keywords, the links for those keywords, and then you're good to go. So the main keyword out of these, I would suggest getting that one there. So I want Takamine, it has the most search volume, that's the most important to me, so that's guaranteed going to be the link. So you put your target URL there, and then Takamine, did I spell that wrong? Yeah, Takamine, sorry, Takamine guitars. Alrighty, cool, so we're good to go. There's the content creation and placement. As soon as you click this button, it orders it for you and it goes through to the content writer. I've never been refused. All of the blogs that the people have written have gone through to the websites, and then that link takes literally, like, the writer gets it done within a day. The longest I've had to wait is 3 days. That's for a higher end website. A lot of these websites can vary in price, but this one's a fantastic valued keyword. And then once you get that, you can start to see all of those come up in your SEO software if you have one, and you'll be able to track to see if those keywords actually worked and those backlinks improved your page's authority.